And now 5 deep breaths in. Take your last deep inhale and exhale. And then bring your attention to your face. And begin to massage around your temple area, your cheekbones, and your jawline. Under your ears, down the sides of your neck, feeling around your whole neck area. And then give a squeeze to the neck and the shoulders. And shake. One hand on the head, drawing the ear to the shoulder. And the other side. Open the chest up, drop the head back. Come to center, interlace your fingers. Draw your chin into your chest. Coming to center, deep breath in, stretch up, exhale, let the hand. And outside of knee, deep breath in, exhale everything, keeping the back straight, twist, slowly and carefully. Squeeze those internal organs. Slowly and carefully unwind. Deep breath in, stretch up, exhale, pull forward. Inhale, come to center. And the other side, breathing in, exhale. And outside of knee. Deep breath in here. Exhale everything. Squeeze and twist. Looking over the shoulder. Slowly and carefully unwind. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. And come to center. Drop the chin to the chest, roll the head. And one more time on each side. Coming to center, roll the shoulders. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. And change direction. And then we'll stretch our arm across our chest and draw it in, circling the hand and changing direction. Shake other side. Change direction. And give it a shake. Stretch out your hands, make fists, and then just circle your fist. And then change direction. Grasping an elbow, draw it over. And come to center on the other side. And coming to center, we'll stretch out our hips today. So taking one of your legs, hopefully you're in a cross-legged position. Take the leg that's on top, bring it over, hooking your foot outside of your knee, nice straight back, wrapping the arms around the leg, and then draw your knee in towards your body so that you're feeling the stretch in your hip. And then the other side. Wrapping the arms, drawing the knee in, straight back. And then come to center. Stretch one hand out to the side, the other toward the sky. Envision a beautiful sky. It was a beautiful blue sky just a few minutes ago out there. And the other side. And then today we're going to do something different. Instead of the regular cat and cow, we're going to do cat and cow in a seated position. So if you're in a cross-legged position, place your hands on your knees and take a deep breath in and stick your chest forward, pulling your hands back, looking back, and then exhaling, drawing your back, bringing your chin to your chest, and then inhale, doing the opposite, chest forward, back, head back, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more time, exhale, inhale. Good. Now you can come to your tabletop. We'll just work on the balance. Extend one leg, opposite arm, point the toes, pull in the tummy, and squeeze your glutes in. And then flex your foot, push your heel back. And then stretch it out in the child's pose. And back to tabletop. Other side. Other leg, point the toes, pull the tummy in nice and tight, squeeze your glutes, opposite arm out. And then flex your foot. Push the heel back. Keep that tummy nice and tight. And then bring it in. Stretch it out. And then coming back to tabletop, today we're going to try our fire hydrant pose. So just raising one of your legs. I'm raising my right leg up. And you can see why it's called fire hydrant pose. You kind of look like that doggy. And then child's pose, come back. Let's do fire hydrant pose on the other side. Raising that other leg up, holding it there. And bring it in. So we'll do our seated, our wide knee child's pose. So opening up the knees, sinking back on the heels, big toes touching, stretch the arms forward, fingers open wide, connect the forehead to the earth. Envision drawing that beautiful earth energy in through the hand, in through the third eye, and letting it ripple through your body until it reaches your toes. And then you can wiggle your toes here. And then come back up to tabletop, tucking the toes. Come into our downward dog and pedal here. Pause and push the heels down to the mat, bring the chin in. sure the tummy is always tucked in. Look forward. You can walk or you can hop to the top of your mat. Take a deep breath in, stretch the arms up, hands to prayer, to heart center, to mountain pose. Lift the toes up, clamp them to the mat. Draw that earth energy in through the feet, up through the legs. Tighten up the leg muscles. Suck in the abs. Roll the shoulders back and down away from the neck. Fingers spread open wide. Envision shooting that beautiful earth energy down your arms, out through your fingertips, back towards the earth. And then give it a shake and a twist. Opening up the legs, the bend in the knees, and let's do our big hip circles. And the other way. And then come to center. One leg out, 3 circles here. Other way. And draw it in and twist out. And the other side, 3 circles. And the other way. And draw it in and twist out. Standing one foot, point and flex, point, flex, point, flex. Last time, point, flex, and circle, foot, and the other way. And draw it in and twist it. And the other side, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Last time, point, flex, and circle the foot. And the other way. And draw it in and twist out. Open up and circle. So don't forget, you guys, that I'm going to have a big party when this is all over at my house. Getting bigger and bigger. And you're all welcome to come. So check out my website. I will post it there at indirascommunity.com. And hopefully we can have this party in June. It'll be a potluck luncheon on a Sunday. Bigger and bigger. Potluck because I don't cook. Stretch. And I'm close by. I'm at Princess Street, just at the 407 and Markham Road. It's a pretty easy location to get to. Okay, so let's do our sun salutation. Actually, you know, I want to do the super brain yoga first. Let's cross the left arm over, catch the earlobe, the other arm over, catch the other earlobe, tongue to the roof of your mouth. And let's go 15 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, 15, and shake it all out and twist it. Okay, so step to the top of the mat. Hands to heart center. First, let's just take 2 deep breaths here at heart center. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Taking a deep breath in, stretch up, exhale, pull forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to mat. One leg back, the other leg back. Swivel your elbows so the inside face forward. Inhale, shoot forward. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, small cobra, full cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. And pedal here. Pause, push both heels down, bring the chin in. Release the head. Take a deep breath in, raise the right leg up, and then take that giant step forward. Okay, I'm gonna cover that again, okay? So you can stay right there. If your foot landed back here, you catch your foot and you bring it forward to help it come forward. Or another thing to do is when you are raising that leg up, push off the ball of your back foot. That gives you the extra height. Swing that foot forward. Anyway, drop the knee. We're coming into a low lunge. Bring the arms up into a warrior one arm position. And then interlace the fingers, either pointers facing up, and then just tilt backwards. Come back to warrior one arms. Swing them behind you. Catch your elbows. Actually, you can catch your elbows or you can make the same mudra that you made. Heel toe your right foot over to the right. Take a breath here in through your nose. Exhale, fold forward. And then bring your arms up. So it's a version of humble warrior. And then come back up. You're going to bring your hands, you can bring your right foot back to where it was before. Take your left foot and then turn the foot so that it's parallel to the back of the mat so that you can come up into your warrior two. So get your position right. Back foot should be parallel to the back of the mat. Arms outstretched. Lift the toes up, clamp them to the mat. Draw that earth energy in through the feet, up through the core, tuck in the tailbone, suck in the abs. Roll your shoulders up and down, away from the neck. Gaze over your front fingertips. Flip your palm and draw it up for your reverse warrior. Gazing up. And then come back to warrior two. We're going to do something a little different today. I don't know if I did with you last week. Bend the arms so you have cactus arms. Make fists. Now draw the elbows and the fists together. Bringing them together, kind of rounding your back a little bit to stretch open your scapular. And then taking a breath in, squeeze back, bringing your shoulder blades together. And then bringing your elbows and fists together. Now inhale, open up, squeeze back. Exhale, bring them forward. And one more time, inhale, opening up, squeezing back. Exhale, coming forward. And then coming back to your warrior two. Back to your reverse warrior. And then resting that arm, palm facing up. The other arm swing over your ear for extended side angle pose. And then back to warrior two, straighten out your front leg. Take a deep breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Shift the body forward, come into your triangle pose. See if you could sink a little deeper. At the waist, pivot into your airplane pose. Continue to pivot into your revolved triangle pose. Back to airplane, back to triangle. Sink a little deeper. Flip the front palm And draw it up for your reverse triangle. Now we're going to cartwheel our arms back down to the mat, coming back into your high plank, swiveling your elbows so they face forward. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, small cobra, full cobra, or up dog. Exhale, down dog. And pedal here. Pull the tummy in nice and tight. Pause, push both heels down, bring the chin in. Give your head a shake. Take a deep breath in, stretch the left leg up. And remember, like I said, come to the ball of your right foot so you have more height to swing the left foot forward. And then come down into your low lunge. So dropping the knee, swinging your arms up so you have warrior one arm. Interlacing the fingers, Peter pointers pointing up, and then tilt back. Come back to warrior one arms. Swing the arms behind you. If you can make that mudra with your hands behind your back, opening the chest up. If you've got that, then let's tilt backwards and open the chest right up. Coming to center, heel toe your left foot over to the left side. Take a deep breath here in through the nose. Exhale, fold forward, drawing the arms up. And then slowly coming back up. Placing your hands to the mat, you can bring your left foot back in. And the right foot you're going to turn so that it's parallel to the back of the mat. So you can come into your warrior two on the other side. Lift the toes up, clamp them to the mat. Draw that earth energy into the feet, up to the core. Sucking in the tailbone, sucking in the abs. Roll the shoulders back and away from the neck, gazing over your front fingertips. And then flip your palm, come into your reverse warrior. And then coming back to warrior two, we're going to do the same exercise that we did before, making cactus arms with fists. Taking a breath in, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, bring the elbows and fists together. Inhale, open up, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, fists and elbows together. Inhale, last time. Exhale, last time. Come back to warrior two, back to reverse warrior. And then rest that forearm on the thigh, palm facing up. Other arm over the ear. Extended side angle pose. Come back to your warrior two, straighten up. Take a deep breath here in through the nose, out through the mouth. Shift forward, triangle pose. Sink a little deeper. At the waist, we're going to pivot, airplane. Continue to pivot, revolve triangle. Back to airplane. Back to triangle. Sink a little deeper. Flip the palm. Come up to your reverse triangle. And then we're going to cartwheel the arms back down to the mat. Coming back into our high plank. Turn your elbows inside forward. Take a breath in, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, low cobra. Full cobra, shoulders back or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pedal here. Pause, push both heels down, bring the chin in. Release the head, give it a shake. Raise the right leg up just halfway. Put a bend in the knee. Stack the hips. Now you can remain right here, or if you'd like to come into wild thing, you can. So if you're coming into wild thing, you just keep going. Otherwise, stay where you are. Coming back. Bring your knee into your nose. Push off the ball of your back foot. You're going to swing that knee so it lands sort of to the right side of your right wrist, but a little behind it. And then slide the other leg back. Inch your foot up so you can come into your proud pigeon. If that is too difficult for you, the option is to come into deer pose. So just pull the leg in for deer pose, or you can do thread the needle if you like. So back into our proud pigeon. So if you're in your proud pigeon, just settle into it for a few moments. So it's your hip opener. Try and push your shoulders back. Now, if you want to take it to the next step, you can use your fist or a block. So I have one fist on top of my other, and I'm resting my head on the fist. You're sinking into your hip opener in a slightly different angle here. And you just hold it here for a little bit. And then you can come up to your proud pigeon. And you can remain right here for a few moments, or you can come into king pigeon by raising your left leg up and reaching around and grabbing that foot. So you can grab the inside of the foot or the outside of the foot. And then I like to grab the inside of my foot and then draw the foot in as much as you can and then push your chest up. Otherwise, just remain where you are because this is a more advanced pose. And release. Bringing your knees together. And we'll just do a quick camel pose here, hands on your lower back. Open the chest up, drop the head back. And then hands to mat. Come into your high plank. And when swivel your elbows so the insides face forward. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pedal here. Pause, push both heels down, chin to chest. Release that head. So the same thing on the other side. Take a deep breath in, raise the left leg up halfway. Put a bend in the knee. Stack the hips. You can remain just like this, or you can continue into wild thing. And then coming back, bring the knee in toward your nose. You're off the ball of your back foot. Swing that knee so it lands outside into the back of your left hand. Slide your other leg straight back. You can come to your fingertips, pushing your chest up, shifting your foot forward. So you're in your proud pigeon, or you can just sit right down and come into deer pose by pulling your right leg up. So if you're in your proud pigeon, just hold it here for few moments. And then coming down to your fists, so that angle will just shift a little bit in your hip there. And rest here for a few moments. Come back up to your proud pigeon. You can remain right here, or you can come into king pigeon by bringing that back foot up, reaching around, catching the foot, drawing it in, and you can come to your fingertips to give you a little more height in the chest area. And then come back to your camel pose. So if you want to do camel pose, a full camel pose in the easier way, I'll just demonstrate that. Open up your legs so that they're a little wider than hip distance apart. Squat down, grab the top of your heels, push the hips up and drop the head back. And then we can counter it with rabbit pose. Place the crown of your head to the mat. Flatten out the feet. Catch the heels. Push the bottom up. And then tabletop to down dog. Look forward, walk, or jump to the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in, stretch up, hands to prayer, and then shake it out and twist it out. So we will do dancer's pose next because that's being requested. But let's just take a little breath breathing break here. If you need to grab some water, you can do so because that was a kind of a long salutation. Two salutations combined into one. So if you want to learn the breathing technique that they use a lot in Moksha Yoga, which is now actually called Modo Yoga, I'll teach you that if you don't know it already. Bringing the hands to heart center, you're going to interlace your fingers, exhale and push your hands down. Then inhale, bringing the arms up, and then turn your hands, bringing them to the prayer position. As you're drawing your hands down, you're exhaling. As you pass your heart center, you interlace your fingers and you push down. And then you take a deep breath in slowly as you're raising your hands back up. Turning the hands to prayer, coming down, interlacing your fingers as you pass heart center, exhaling everything. Inhale, stretch up. Hands to prayer, exhaling, interlacing the fingers, pushing everything out of you. And then just give it a shake and a twist. So we're going to practice dancer's pose. You might need a chair. I'm going to grab my chair. So if you happen to have a chair handy, it might help you. But you might not everyone needs a chair for dancer's pose. I just like to have mine handy in case I feel like I'm going to topple over. So the chair should be quite far away from you because when you lean forward, you just want your fingertips to grab it. So actually, I'm going to push it a little bit further away from me. And I'm going to turn this way so that you can see how we started. So taking a deep breath in, stretch the arms up, dropping your left hand. Well, Doesn't really matter which hand. And then the palm is facing up. So whatever hand you dropped, raise your same leg, catch the inside of your foot. Now, if that's too difficult for you, you can catch the outside of the foot. The upper hand, you can make a mudra with your fingers if you like, or just keep your hands straight. Now, I'm just going to turn around to face my chair. So from here, you can remain in this position, practicing your balance here, or you can take it to the next step by kicking back. Kick back, you can hold it right there, or you can take it to the next step by folding forward. And then kicking your foot into your hand. If you've got the chair, you can grab hold of the chair. And then draw it in. Give it a shake and a twist. So don't feel like you have to do the entire pose. You can do it to whatever level is giving you enough of a challenge. So I've had students start out for a very long time just practicing to be on one foot, and then they graduated. Eventually you'll get better and better at it. Take a deep breath in, stretch the arms up. Bring your other hand down so that when you raise that leg up, you'll remember to catch the inside of the foot. If not, catch the outside, but it should be the inside. I'm going to turn around. So you can remain right here, or you can kick into the foot. You can make a mudra with your other hand. You can remain right there, or you can come into your fold, and you might want to hold on to your chair. And bring it in and down. And twist it out. So that's a little bit trickier. Okay, so let's work on our moon salutation. Step back a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Stretch the arms all the way up. Catch one wrist. Draw it over to the side. Look to the sky. Crescent moon. And then come to center. Deep breath in. Stretch up. Catch the opposite wrist. Pull it over. Look to the sky. And then come to center. Open into your star. Lift your toes up, plant them to the mat. Draw that earth energy into the feet. Tightening up the leg muscles, tucking in the tailbone, sucking in the abs. Roll your shoulders back and away from the ears. Stretching your fingers, closing your eyes, and envision giving the universe a great big hug. Now flip your palms. Drop your head back. Try and keep your lips together when you drop your head back. And envision floating up to the sky. Coming back to center, interlace the hands behind the back. Draw the hands towards the mat. Open the chest up, drop the head back. Come to center. Take a deep breath here in through your nose. Exhale, fold forward. Stretch the arms up. Release the hands. Take one hand, grab the opposite ankle. The other arm stretches up. See if you can look up to the sky. If not, keep your head neutral. And then the other side. And then come to center. Grab your elbows, drop the head, and give a sway side to side. Keeping the head loose. Allow the gravity to draw your head closer to the earth. Coming to center, take that deep breath in, stretch the arms all the way up to prayer, to heart center, to goddess arms, opening up the feet, sinking into your goddess. If you have your block, you might want to use it for the next pose. Bringing your hands together. Heel toe in a little bit. Sink into your garland pose using the elbows to push your knees out. If you rather use a block, you can sit on a block. Or you can come all the way down to cobbler's pose, soles together, grabbing the feet and pressing your elbows into your legs with a nice straight back. So either way, it's a hip opener. And then we've done a lot of hip openers today. So then if you happen to have a little towel handy, you can use that for the next posture. So I'm going to use this little towel for my knee just to give it a little more padding. Stretch the opposite leg. And when you're ready, flip that foot up and stretch it out. Now, you guys can hold it here, but I'm going to demonstrate an advanced pose here. If anybody would like to try the advanced pose, you follow me. If not, just stay like this. So if you're coming into the advanced pose, you would rock up so that you're on the ball of your foot. And then you're going to stretch the arm, the same arm that your leg is outstretched. You're going to wrap that behind you. The other arm will be brought inside of your knee, and you wrap your hand around, and you interlace your fingers. So it's a bound. It's a little tricky. Anyway, release, and so let's try the other side. If you've got that towel, you can drop it down, place the other knee on it, stretch the other leg out, and then flip the foot up. So you can remain right there, or if you want to try the advanced pose, rock back onto the ball of your feet, of your other foot, and then the arm that's on the same side as the leg that's stretched out wraps behind your back. The other arm drops so that you can hook it around your knee. When you're steady, catch your fingers. So you're coming into that bound. And then release. And so Kathy asked for crow pose. So we can all attempt crow pose. If you can't get it, don't worry about it. If you don't want to attempt it, don't. But you can try. It's not going to be difficult to try. Some people are afraid of hitting their heads. So if you happen to have a pillow, you can always have a pillow. That way you might not be so afraid to attempt crow pose. So I'll demonstrate it sort of on both angles so that you see. So you come into a squatted position and your hands are flat on the floor, shoulder distance apart with your fingers spread open wide. And then the next step is to raise, The next step is to raise the rear end up so that your shins are now on the back of your arms. So I'm going to turn around this way so that you can see it. So first, hands are on the floor, shoulder distance apart, fingers are open wide. Then you're on the balls of your feet, and then you stick your rear end up, and then you place your shins on the back of your arms so that the back of your arms act as shells. Then you kind of look forward, not straight down, but a little forward. And you raise one foot up and then the other foot up. You might have to try it a couple of times, and it's always easier if you don't have pants on, if you have shorts on. And just keep trying it until you start to get the balance. You just keep rocking until you get that feel. And eventually, one of these days, if you don't have it yet, one of these days you'll get it. So that's crow pose. All right, go to some easier stuff. You know what, we're just gonna try one more advanced pose. You guys don't have to do it, but I'll demonstrate it for you in case, Carmen, you want to try? Okay, I hope I don't fall over. So this is called teddy bear pose. So it's kind of the same thing, similar in the sense that, except your head is on the mat. And to protect your head, you actually fold your mat. So you got a triple layer protection. Then you place your head on the mat. So some people will go into a complete headstand by bringing their fists together and placing their head like that. But it's teddy bear if you don't go into a full headstand. So placing the head on the mat, you come up, you push your butt so it's as close to directly over your head as possible, and then you bring your knees. Okay, so this is your teddy bear. So if you can get teddy bear, that's awesome. If you want to go further, you stretch up and you come into a headstand. So I'm going to demonstrate one more time, and then we'll go on to our easier poses. So head and shins on the back of your arms, and then stretching up to headstand. So let's do something nice and easy now. Full body stretch, pointing the toes, relaxing the arms. And we'll come into fish pose. Hands underneath your rear end. Come up to your elbows. Bring your elbows in towards each other. Drop your head back. Point the toes. Keep your whole body engaged. If you want to remain here, that's fine. Or if you want to take the full pose, slide back, bringing your head to the ground. And then slowly come down. Give yourself a full body stretch, pointing the toes. And then you come into legs up the wall pose, so just raising your legs up. You can hold your legs right there. Or if you want to take it to the next level, you'll come into shoulder stand. If you're coming into shoulder stand, you're just going to swing. Grab your lower back, walk your hand down, your hands down your back, pointing your toes. And then if you want to take it to the next level, you can bring your legs so they're parallel to the floor or all the way down, touching the floor. That's your plow. And then you can come back up. And then you can rock it. Full body stretch here. And then we're gonna roll onto our tummy to counter all those poses. So you can either come into a full bow 2 times, or come into a half bow and then another half bow the other side. So if you're doing half bow, follow me. If you're doing full bow, go ahead and do it yourself. So for half bow, take one of your hands. I'm taking my left hand, and I'm using that forearm to brace myself. I'm raising my right leg up, or bending it, and then reaching around and catching that foot. And then getting good support with that forearm, kicking into my hand, and then pushing off from my pelvic area, pushing up. So this is your half bow. And then slowly release. And just rest for a minute. Not quite a minute, a few moments. And so if you did a full bow, you can do a full bow again. If not, you can do a half bow. So supporting yourself with your right forearm this time, bending your left leg, reaching around, grabbing that left leg. You might want to bring in that forearm a bit. Kick into it and push up from your pelvic area. And then, whenever you're ready, slowly release. So in case you don't know what a full bow looks like, I'll just demonstrate it. It's just bending both legs up and catching both legs and kicking it at the same time. And then roll back to your back and come into your staff pose. So taking a deep breath in, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Your hands can come anywhere along your leg, or if they can reach the soles of your feet, however far you can go. Try and keep your back as straight as possible instead of like rounding it. And then stretch forward so you're lengthening your spine. And release. Bringing one foot in, tuck it into your inner thigh. And that leg that's bent, use that arm. So for me, it's my right leg is bent, my right arm is raised. And stretch it towards the outside of your other foot. Grab your leg wherever it can reach. If it can reach all the way to your foot, that's great. If not, wherever. And then release. Other side. Put the other foot into the thigh. Stretch that arm up, the same arm that the leg is bent. Stretch it forward, see if you can grab the outside of your leg or the outside of your foot. Trying to keep your back as straight as possible. And release. So it's time to start to get ready for our Shavasana. We'll do 2-minute Shavasana. So before that, let's do our last twist, full body stretch. And then bring your knees into your chest. And then stretch your arms open. You can either take your knees and drop them to the side, or you can cross your legs and drop them to the side, or you can intertwine your legs and drop them to the side. Turn your head to face the opposite way. If you want to, take your hand and place it on your knee to add some more pressure and more twist, you can. And then the other side. So either drop both knees to the floor or cross and drop, or intertwine your legs and drop. Turn your head to the other side. You can place your hand on that thigh if you want to. And then full body stretch. So we're coming into our Shavasana now. So just rest your arms on either side of you, feeling your arms and legs melting into the earth. We'll begin with the sound of the Tinsha cymbals and end with the sound of the Tinsha cymbals. Take a deep breath in. Envision breathing in the love of the universe and exhaling any tension that might be left in your body. Taking another deep breath in, envision breathing in the love of the universe and exhaling your own loving and peaceful vibrations to the world and the universe. Feel your shoulders melting into the earth. Feel your body melting into the earth. Envision me placing my hands on your shoulders and pressing your shoulders down to the earth. So press your own shoulders down into your mat until you feel like releasing them. You may begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet. And then you might want to draw your knees into your chest. And then come to your side in your fetal position. And when you're ready, push up into your comfortably seated position. And I'd like to wish you a good night and a good sleep. If you want to unmic yourselves, you can. So from my heart to yours,